somberly. I was stressing sedentarily, and I figured that stand-up would give me something to do and laugh about. Maybe people to laugh with or at. I was on medical leave from work, and I'm sure you're very curious, well, why was she not at work? PTSD. Yeah, panic and terrors while stuck in depression. Any of you suffer from depression? Yeah, quite a few of us, hey? I'm really impressed that you all showed up, because it's hard to do anything. Depression is kind of like my idea of heaven. I lay around all day, I don't get dressed, I eat stuff that tastes great but has no nutritional value. I don't count the calories because there's no pleasure in it. Depression has a lot of symptoms, and it has some that you might not be aware of. We're all aware of sadness, right? When we're depressed, we're sad. Did you know that people who are depressed have difficulty making decisions? Yeah. And they often find other people irritating and intolerable. It's true. Finding people annoying is a symptom of depression. So now, how many of you are depressed? Another symptom of depression is slouching, poor posture. Now, I never had poor posture before depression. All of my poor posture is depression related. And it crept up on me. I didn't even realize that I was doing it. And then one day, I got the diagnosis. Poor posture pregnancy. Here's how it happened. I was standing in line for something. It might have been to renew my driver's license. It might have been at a book signing. But I was standing there, reading, minding my own business, making the most of a long wait. And then the slouch happened without my awareness. The line moved, and a woman did this. She offered me to go in front of her. I did this. No, I'm not comfortable with that. You go. But then she said, no, you go. I motioned, she motioned. And then she looked at me like, you're not gonna win this one, lady. So I went in front of her in the line. But I knew this was not good because now she had done something for me and I was required to do something for her. I went back to my reading, hoping that would be the end of it. And then I heard a woman's voice say, when are you due? And that question could not be for me, so I just kept reading. And she said, excuse me, and she touched my arm. And she said, when is your baby due? And I just stared at her trying to comprehend the question. And her eyes went down to my stomach and back up to my eyes. And I said, oh, I'm not pregnant. And she looked at me in disbelief, like, now she thinks I'm a liar. I said, I've already had the baby. I bit my tongue and did not say 30 years ago. She flushed, she apologized, and then she made some comment about how difficult it is to lose the baby fat. I didn't mention that I had lost all the baby fat, and the current situation was depression. stop fuming about this woman who thought I was pregnant at my age. I stood in front of the mirror and admired my waist from the side. Sure, it's thicker than it used to be, but not bad for 60, right?
Yeah.
Then I experimented with the slouch. I let my shoulders fall. And then I relaxed. And then I remembered the line that she had a point. Did she have to say it? She was comfortable enough to actually say it. My take-home message? I deserve that place in line in front of her because I am poor posture pregnant. The second time it happened, I was in the photocopy room at work. I was copying the syllabus for my courses for the upcoming semester, 17 pages times 160 students. That's a lot of waiting. And so the slouch came on. I didn't realize that it had happened. It was gradual. It snuck up on me. And a colleague came into the photocopy room, a man, a very good-looking man. But I had long since stopped caring about men or about looking anyway at all. I knew this guy from meetings. He was kind and he was nice. He was waiting to fill the machine with paper. He looked at my middle area. I sensed judgment. I felt his vibes pushing me towards a gym or a pool or some other undesirable location. And then I saw his eyes dart at my left hand. He spotted the wedding ring. And then he got this look in his face. He didn't say anything, he just looked at me for a long time with that face and those eyebrows. And then he offered to carry my papers back to my office for me. I said, no thank you, and I marched back to my office. He had no idea what he did wrong. None. The third time it happened, I got onto the number 4 bus at Granville and Davie. The bus was full, so I was standing at the front, hanging on to that strap. Somewhere as we were going over the Granville Street Bridge, a woman sitting in the 3 sideways seat at the front of the bus stood up. She was 78 if she was a day. Her skin was all wrinkly, and her hair was like little blue-white marshmallows. And she said, dearie, have a seat. I know, I was horrified. And she said, oh, you need it more than I do. No, I don't. She gave me that look. You know the one? You're not going to win this one, lady. So I sat down. She wasn't going to. And you should have seen the look on her face. She was so pleased with herself. She was so happy that she had done a kind thing. I had given her pleasure. It had pumped her up to do a kind thing for someone. Does it matter that I'm not really pregnant? No, it does not. Does it matter that I don't need that seat? It does not. I have poor posture pregnancy privilege now. And I encourage all of you, if you suffer from depression, and depression keeps you from feeling joy for yourself, Share the joy with others. Let them make way for you in lines. Let them carry your heavy parcels. Let them give you their seat. Pump up others with the positive potential of poor posture pregnancy. My name is Susan Ann. Thank you.